Alright, I want to talk about something here today, and it's about the negative force that's swept across humanity. It's been here for a long time, but it's pretty much got us fucking cornered. And we're hitting a boiling point here. The lid of the pot is gonna blow off this motherfucker at any time, because shit's heating up and pretty tense out there. First off, I don't call this shit negative force, because negative is not evil. Negative's a fucking polarity. I personally see this shit as immoral. That's the word I particularly choose to use, this immoral force. And I'm gonna tell you motherfuckers something about this force. Everybody's running from this shit and fucking paranoid and freaking out and feeling powerless and fucking totally subdued by this force. And that force is just laughing, fucking belly laughing, because it's getting exactly what the fuck it wants. I don't view shit like that. For me, this immoral force is a teacher anymore, and I appreciate its presence. Some of you might think, what the fuck? But I really do. And why is that? Is because the only way to fucking beat this shit is to get through it. Right fucking through it. To be able to stand in this immoral force's presence, feeling in your body equal to that motherfucker. With no doubt. That feeling has zero fucking doubt. You know you stand with that shit. And it is not above you. This is the state you need to fucking get to. In my view, it's the only fucking way we're gonna conquer this shit. Not only that, every time this shit hits me or something like that happens, man, it's given me an opportunity to learn how to counter this motherfucker, you know? If it wasn't hitting me, how would I learn to counteract it? But this takes a certain amount of learning and progression down this path to be able to get to the point to recognize those hits, let alone learn from them and learn how to counteract them. But just think about your fucking soul and all the lives it's had and experiences it's had. I'm gonna tell you something. It's never seen anything like this fucking immoral force that's got a hold on us. But there's a great truth to this part of it, is that it gives us the opportunity to be stronger than ever. Think of our soul. Pre-immoral force, it had no idea about this shit. It had no mechanisms of defense. It didn't know anything about it. But now we're so deep into this shit, we're starting to learn about this motherfucker. And our souls are learning from this. And once we conquer this fucking bullshit, our souls are stronger than they've ever been. Let this negative force be your teacher. Learn from the motherfucker. Appreciate it. Don't get mad and run from it. When it hits you, grab it by the fucking upper and lower jaw and spread its mouth wide open and look right into the belly of that bitch. It's the only way you're gonna get this shit done. I'm tired of fucking being pussified and pacified and running around like a bunch of fucking headless pansies with their hands waving in the air. It takes some inner fucking strength to get to this point. A lot of it. I'm tired of being a fucking slave. And a slave's on a lot more levels than paying taxes and government and fucking shit like that. Slavery runs extremely fucking deep. Right into our fucking DNA for that matter, but that's another story. Stand up to this shit, people. And stop fighting it. Stand with it. Like I just fucking said, hold a feeling of equal to and stand the fuck with it. If you're fighting it, it's winning because it has you fucking fighting. And when you fight, look at the feeling that comes up in that fight. The feeling you hold inside is a deal. You know, and we're so fucking conned out there. Everybody thinks, oh, you know, I'm going to visualize this fucking image of a happy life and perfect life and all this shit, and it's going to manifest. And fuck you, man. That's a secondary act. Number one is feeling. You get a feeling in your fucking body, and then your fucking mind builds a picture based on that feeling. After that, you react with actions, words, or whatever. Feeling's number one. This is what's got us fucking pinned down. What do you think movies and fucking music and all this shit and billboards with hookers and sluts and fucking beer commercials and shit, what do you think that's for? That's making you feel something. And once that feeling happens, you then build a picture in your mind of it and then you act upon it. Stop being a fucking slave. Stand the fuck up and be equal. You're not lesser than.